Hello, this is Unlimited Splash, where we get better at Magic together through a new draft video every weekday. This weekend, there are no fewer than 2 different competitive events using Sealed Secrets of Strixhaven. One is an arenadirect, where we get to compete to win booster packs of Strixhaven, and I believe there's also going to be a qualifier weekend for the Arena Championships, also in Sealed Secrets of Strixhaven. So there is no better time to practice Sealed than right now. Unfortunately, the only sealed event currently available on Arena for Strixhaven is the seeded pack variety, where they give you 2 packs that lean heavily towards one college. I really don't like to do this as practice for competitive events because the seeded packs just make deck building much easier because they really push you in one direction over another. But I do really want to practice sealed today. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to completely randomly choose a college and buy in. I'm going to do it with my eyes closed so that I have no idea what college I just picked. If you also don't want the surprise to be spoiled, go ahead and skip, let's say, a minute ahead in the video. All right, so let's get our college secretly, and then we'll still be mimicking the deck building challenge of a normal random sealed pool. Let's go. Okay, clicking, 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 clicking. Now can I find the buy-in button? Buy. Okay, I'm squinting really hard to not see what I selected. Gonna open my packs. I'm not even gonna look at the rare screen. Squinting really hard. Okay, continue. I don't know if it gives away what you picked as the seeded packs on the rare screen. Okay, can I open my eyes now? All right. Okay, so I have no idea. I genuinely have no idea what I just picked. So we're gonna have a actual challenge. No, are you kidding me? It actually highlights the cards. It actually highlights the cards. Okay, so that whole thing didn't work. Okay, so we're probably building a Lorehold deck. Whoa. I've never seen a card in another language on Arena. Okay, all right, let's get deck building. Duty Beyond Death. Okay, well, so we got seeded packs for Lorehold. Rats. Well, you know, I tried. I did my best. We're still going to get to practice sealed. We're just going to have probably a pretty good Lorehold deck compared to what you would actually get in an event. Okay, so I think like Dig Site Inventory is fine. Daydream is way below the level of what you want to be playing. Basically, I think all these cards are not good. You know, any removal is pretty good in Sealed. Like there's a question about, is Harsh Annotation good enough? Even terrible removal is sometimes passable in Sealed, and Harsh Annotation is terrible removal. I tend to think it's still below the bar of what you want to be playing in Sealed. Okay, we have 5 blue cards. Okay, all right, 5 blue cards. Well, you know, it's still good practice because everyone that we're playing against also got a seeded pack, so it's just going to be like high power sealed, basically. I wonder, Ancestral Anger could actually be good in sealed, I think. The issue with Ancestral Anger in this format is that it is anti-synergistic with what Lorehold wants to be doing. Wow, our deck would just be cracked if it were non-seeded. We have triple Tome Blast in here. I think this is still going to be good practice, though. Double Garrison Excavator. Oh, I think Subterranean Tremors is good. X damage to each creature without flying. If it's 4 or more, destroy all artifacts. If it's 8 or more, you make an 8/8. So you really do want it to be 8 or more. I mean, let's be real with it. Like with our double heated argument, and then we also have a Micah, we're gonna end up playing Lorehold. There's not that much. There's not that much to be said about it. Triple Wilt in the Heat, Startled Relic Sloth, and an Arc of Hunger as well. I'll happily play the Great Hall. Together as one of the top cards in the format. With my Great Hall, maybe I can actually play this. If you play this for 3 colors, are you okay? 6 mana, draw 3, deal 3, gain 3. Yeah, I would say you're still happy to play that. Maybe I play a Potioner's Trove as well to make it a little bit better. Triple Fields of Strife. Okay, so we're just going to build the best Lorehold deck that we can. And that's going to look a little something like this. I think, okay, so, I mean, I'm basically trying to make sure that every single thing that I play is synergistic with my game plan, which is just like the core Lorehold synergy, things leaving the graveyard. I do think some number of 2 drops is pretty important. I don't think I can do the whole together as one thing, so I think I'll cut the Potioner's Trove. I mean, I would need to draw specifically Great Hall or Potioner's Trove to have it be 3 colors for the together as one, as much as that card is amazing. I think that's just too big a hit. Probably I don't play Tablet of Discovery because it's redundant with Arc of Hunger. I mean, you would like to have both of those out at the same time, but again, I just want every card to be synergistic. I guess I could cut the Shattered Acolytes with triple Tome Blast, double Pursue the Past. Yeah, I like that. I mean, how many creatures do you really need? I'm playing so much removal and a board wipe, and now I need to cut one more card. I definitely do want 17 lands. What's the last card that I cut? It could be Ascendant Dust Speaker, but I like having another way of making things leave my graveyard. I mean, do I cut one Wilt in the Heat? Probably not. Actually, maybe. Like, look at this. I've maybe I cut one Tome Blast. No, I should basically think of Tome Blast as being a 2-drop. Tome Blast and Pursue the Past, these are basically 2-drops in my deck. Yeah, okay, maybe I'll cut one Wilt in the Heat over like Ascendant Dust Speaker or something. I think the Enabler is more important. Okay, well, we didn't quite have the deck building challenge of Sealed, but hey, we still have to win 7 games, right? All right, love the hand. Any hand that has a turn 1 Elite Interceptor, I'm very happy with. So we still get some gameplay practice for Sealed. We'll still get some more experience with particular cards. So I think this could still be good practice. Even though I failed to conceal for myself what the seeded packs were. I guess that wouldn't even have helped anyways. It ended up being so obvious. All right. Wow, we actually have a 2-drop. That's not typical in my deck. So when you play an instant or sorcery spell, you put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Sounds a little bit good. Because now I have Rejoinder, draw a card, put a counter on something. No, that's pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead and cast Pursue the Past. And I'm going to pitch Tome Blast. Gain 2, draw 2. And then I'm going to play Fields of Strife. Actually, you know what? Let's pitch a Mountain. I don't need that much mana. I'm feeling greedy. All right, and then in with both. Looks like they have something. Run Behind. Banishing Betrayal. Sure. I accept. Yeah, that's card advantage for me, right? So, fine with that. Then next turn, I'll probably go Maestro Pursue or Maestro Rejoinder. No, probably Pursue. Next time, I probably do have to pitch the Tome Blast. All right, let's see what they've got. I kind of like that they're thinking so hard about this Surveil. They put it on top, but it was not like a no-brainer for them to put it on top. Okay, let's go ahead and play this. Let's play the Molten Core Maestro first. They may have Essence Scatter. No, okay. Yeah, okay. In with the Interceptor. And then I think I'll just Rejoinder this guy. I kind of like the idea of getting the value from him right now. Or from her, sorry. Okay, bounce, and you get to find a land. Okay, but they're not fixing. All right, I'll take that action. Oh, I get it. Oh no, I thought I would have to discard, but I don't. Okay. All right, Fractal Tender. Yeah, that's a good one. Can I make a card leave my graveyard so that I get to kill this? Actually, I have 5 mana, so I can pay the ward cost. Okay, that's pretty good, right? Maybe this thing needed a little bit more ward, do you think? Like, your 5-drops really need to have meaningful protection or an Enters effect. And this one, it's hard to make the Enters effect happen because you're probably spending your whole turn just casting it. Kind of hard to put a counter on it as well that turn. Whoa, what a washed out Deduce. That's interesting. And then maybe Ward 2 is just not enough compensation, I wonder. Okay, so now let's do this again. So I'm going to play Molten Core. I really want to get more lands. I would love to be able to like play a Garrison Excavator and start pursuing the past. I will definitely this time pitch a Tome Blast, and we're just looking for lands. So you can go away. That's value, my friends. That's value. Okay, heck yes. That's a great draw. Really happy with that. So go ahead and drop a land, swing in for 1, and then I'll play the Spirit Mascot, see what they got for me. And then Pursue the Past is going to start putting counters on things. This is just beautiful. Seeded Pack is just the dream. This is just like the most powerful deck you can get, pretty much. If I got this in the Arenadirect, I would be feeling very good about my box winning chances, let me tell you. Just every synergy. Also, if I play a Tome Blast, I do get a bunch of mana back in compensation. Tome Blast technically costs me 1 mana because of Molten Core Maestro's second part of its ability. Okay, Fractal Mascot coming down. That's actually a little annoying. Like, my only real way of dealing with that is Molten Note, probably. Or if I could somehow do it... Oh, you know what I can do, actually? Is I can Tome Blast plus Wilt in the Heat. Can I go Tome Blast, get back 4 mana? Yeah, I was wondering, can I play, like, Garrison Excavator as well? But I don't do it in time, right? But I can go Tome Blast, get back 4 mana. Then Wilt in the Heat only costs 2. Then I guess I play a Garrison Excavator. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can exactly afford that. And the mana types work out. So, okay, I'll do that. Go ahead and hit that. Now I could, if I had one more land. Oh no, I could pursue the past, but I don't have white mana. Yeah, so then I just go ahead and play this guy. Unfortunately, the sequence, I don't think the sequence worked out. Yeah, definitely the sequence did not work out for me to play the Garrison Excavator first, but that's okay. Next turn I get to pursue the past. Pitching probably a Tome Blast, which then costs, which actually nets me 1 mana. Wow, Molten Core Maestro is kind of awesome. I have not gotten to play with this card yet, so. Oh, I like this card in Sealed more than like the data would suggest you should like it in Sealed. It's just so flexible. I think cards like this actually suffer from how skill testing they are to pick exactly when to play them. This is a very skill testing card, right? You have to pick when on the curve to play it for it to be of maximum impact. 1 mana, just Surveil 2. As a Vintage Cube Chef pointed out to me, you could just make it a 0/0 with X = 0. Or do you want a 7 mana or 8 mana 7/7? And then you also Surveil 2 and make 2 more decisions. So that kind of card I think is dragged down in the data on average. Okay, enough said. So now I'm going to Molten Note. It's dragged down by how hard it is, right, to play. So I feel like I'll do this for Flashback 8 on this guy, and I should just win on the spot, right? Get a bunch of mana back. I can pursue the past a few times, get some more counters, get some more 2/2s. All right, so they have some like bouncing shenanigans or something to do. I should get 8 mana back. I'm not getting any advantage from untapping my stuff. Base power and toughness 5/5 with 4+1/+1 counters on it. Okay, that is really funny. Okay, so just Tome Blast that guy. That is really funny. Okay, I'm not going to torment them by also pursuing the past or playing other spells. We had other options, but we just have lethal right here, right now. So let's do it. Good games. If you do want to get better at Seal, get better at Draft, win some boosters in the Arenadirect, maybe make a good run of it in the Arena Championship Qualifier play-in, do make sure that you're subscribed to my channel on YouTube. I post a new draft video every single weekday, always with a positive improver's mindset towards draft and Sealed. Always just trying to get better tomorrow than I am today and bring a community along with me. These practice videos are all well and good, and of course I love posting gameplay videos, but a big part of my bread and butter is this kind of data deep dive video. For example, tomorrow, the day before the Arenadirect unlocks, I will be doing a data deep dive on what are the best things to be doing in the Arenadirect based on data from the Arenadirect 2 weekends ago, for you to succeed and set yourself up for the best chance of winning a booster box. So if you do want to get better at Limited and increase your odds of succeeding in these events, make sure to subscribe. All right, we are 1-0, on to the next one. All right, yeah, looking pretty good. Like, my deck is much more of a control deck, so I'm not necessarily looking for the most perfect aggro start. Yeah, it is a pretty controlling deck, actually. Bogwater Lumerette coming down, okay. Given the whole seeded packs thing, I think we're going to be facing some pretty busted decks with some pretty good support. So, you know, I'm not the only one who can open an Arc of Hunger in a seeded pack sealed pool. This thing does not have menace, so I would definitely just block it down. Okay, they value their thing more than my thing. Yeah, probably I'll just go for the Molten Core Maestro here. I mean, I do really want to hit land number 4, but I could always double pursue the past next turn if I want to. And then I'm gonna get 2 counters on the Molten Core Maestro if I play it this turn, so I think that sounds good. Let's do it that way. Don't love Infirmary Healer. I wonder how it's performing in the data. Tomorrow, I'm going to post my data deep dive. And so I haven't actually done the analysis. So I've only partially done the analysis for it so far. So I'm still speculating a little bit on what's good in the format. Let's go drop the plains. Draw 2, because I specifically want a mountain. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't hate that. Okay, that's really bad. Well, I got greedy, so yeah, don't be like me. I guess I should have pitched the other Pursue the Past. I just got so into this idea of getting to cast both Pursue the Pasts or realistic worst case scenario, hitting another plains and just playing it, but obviously I got punished. Yeah, that puts us behind, but we're not so far behind. Okay, well, gameplay mistake. I was talking while playing. Classic blunder. Shouldn't have pitched the plains. Probably should have pitched Wilt in the Heat, I guess, but maybe I'm just saying that because I have another Wilt in the Heat. I don't know. But yeah, I've looked at a bunch of the data, but not all of the data. Tomorrow, I'm going to have a very fully formed opinion on like exactly what I think you should lean towards doing. Obviously, your sealed pool dictates what you can do in any given sealed event. I can't believe I just threw away my 4th land after talking about how important it was to hit lane number 4. I wasn't really thinking when I did that. Don't do that. Okay, Emeritus of Abundance. That's a heck of a good card. Would love to get a removal spell. No, because you're just going to regrowth right now. All right, you can make your plays. I permit it. Go ahead. Thank you. So this is target creature. Okay, there we go. I guess I don't want to present a threat for them to hit with Wander Off. I would love for them to just wander off the Spirit Mascot. So this thing becomes prepared if you have 8 or more lands. Not too plausible that they will get 3 lands in one turn. Let's go ahead and mill a card. A little unfortunate that we can't play that, but I mean, we had to play the land first, so now I'm supposing they're just going to wander off and crack in for 7. And then we really need to start ripping off like some Wilt in the Heats, that kind of thing. All right, let's see what you do. Okay, they did some stuff. So they played a, oh my goodness. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's unfortunate for me. Well, I mean, I have 2 Wilt in the Heat, so I can kill this and kill that. Also, Wilt in the Heat exiled, so I don't need to worry about... You have a Glorious Decay as well? Hold on. I'm sorry, what? I think they must have misclicked. They chose exile a card from a graveyard instead of destroy target artifact. That feels like a misclick to me. I think they were trying to make me lose my Arc of Hunger. So that was a absolute gift to me. That was an absolute gift. I think that was a straight up misclick. But I guess I take those. I've lost plenty of games to misclicks in my life, so sorry to you, opponent. I'm gonna kill this before they whip out 2 lanes and get priority. Yeah, I mean, wow, that was kind of sad for the opponent. I'm not gonna attack into this. I mean, maybe I do, because they're very likely to just wander off anyways. Basically, this kind of gives them an interesting incentive to just wander off this guy anyways, right? Maybe if I held it back, it would give them more of an incentive to wander off. But I would like them to wander it off, because then I'm going to get to resolve a Garrison Excavator and start making 2/2s. Yeah, I would feel really bad if they had destroyed target artifact. Maybe they didn't notice that this was an artifact. It kind of looks enchantment-y, perhaps. That's the other possibility, other than a straight-up misclick. But yeah, I would definitely be a little sad in their shoes. I guess I should have done the Arc of Hunger first, right? Just to preserve some options, because yeah, here I have this like slightly awkward situation where I tap both of my planes already, so I can't pursue the pass, which is probably what I would really want to do. Yeah, gotta click the right option on your Glorious Decay. Unfortunately, that's a tough one. But hey, at least that happened to them in random seeded pack sealed game for not very big stakes, as opposed to in the arenadirect or the championship qualifier. That's why we practice. All right, on to the next one. I'm pretty sure I just keep this, actually. I mean, it's so slow, but I'm pretty sure I just keep this. Like, you have an Arc of Hunger into a primary research with a removal spell. I think I just keep it. I mean, if they're the fastest Silver Coal deck ever, then could be in a lot of trouble. In draft, I would actually be more reluctant to keep this. Sealed games are slower on average, so I think I'm more likely to just land an Arc of Hunger. I also think the last opponent, by the way, was absolutely right to be main decking that... well, I don't know, like, I can't say definitely that they were right, but it makes a lot of sense to me that they would be main decking the Pick Your Poison or whatever it is. Because, yeah, there's just, like, sometimes you just really want to be able to deal with your opponent's Arc of Hunger. That wasn't a Pick Your Poison, was it? It's the other optional one that can destroy an artifact, but I had great luck with Pick Your Poison, very similar card, in the Regional Championship Qualifier Tournament, which was also Strixhaven Sealed. Okay, so I'm going to play an Arc of Hunger, and I'll be milling a card, but we don't need to do that. Actually, yeah, we don't need to be doing that right now, because milling the card right now is actually bad against Lorehold. This is like a very edge case thing to consider, but you should consider this kind of thing, especially when we're playing in these tournaments on the weekend. If I mill the card right now, sacrifice an artifact. Yeah, okay. I didn't think about Lorehold Charm, but it's not like I was going to save my Arc of Hunger for in case they use their Lorehold Charm on something else, right? That would just not be correct. I do wish this could bring back the Arc of Hunger, but it cannot. What was I saying? So basically, yeah, this is really, really bad for me. Basically, if I had milled it during my turn, they could have decided to instead play a thing that removes something from the graveyard to remove whatever I played if I put something really good in the graveyard, right? All right, down comes that guy. Do I shoot Aziza? I honestly kind of want to just shoot Kirill and then Tome Blast Aziza, but I think I'm probably not supposed to shoot the random Kirill. Actually, you know what? I'm pretty low. I'm going to kill that. I think let's just clear the board a little bit. I'm getting pretty low on HP, so let's just shoot this thing, play a Charging Strife Knight. I'm going to pitch a land, because kind of sick of not really having anything in my hand, and I think that's more important than 3 damage. And yeah, that's pretty nice. Garrison Excavator. So now if they kill my Strife Knight, I can bring it back with Primary Research draw card. Helping Hand is fine. The opponent is pretty choked on lands. That's the main thing that's helping me, because they had a pretty good head start. I mean, their Lorehold Charm lining up against my Arc of Hunger is kind of brutal. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and actually, I think I'll just... Yeah, it's not like you're going to get to tap 3 creatures next turn. So yeah, let's go in with the Strife Knight. Let's play a Garrison Excavator. And then I'm going to be flashing back Tome Blast next turn. So I need 3 more lands to Subterranean Treasure and Tremors and make an 8/8. We shall see. I love their avatar, by the way. Also, it's a great mascot over here, a great pet. Repel Calamity on Garrison Excavator. Wow, they just have an answer for everything. I mean, it is seeded pack, so everyone has the best version of every single deck. Yeah, and still I cannot... Is Primary Research just horrible in my deck? It feels really bad. It feels really, really bad in my deck. So I could Pursue the Past for value. I don't think that sounds right. I mean, pitch Pursue the Past for value. Do I pitch Primary Research? No way, right? Wow, so bad. I mean, maybe. Because I don't want to discard either of the cards that I have. No, let's just Tome Blast. Let's just Tome Blast. I think I want to cast that Pursue the Past more than anything. I really want to find lands. If I can find a bunch of lands and I can prep a huge board wipe, that would be really good. An 8/8 that destroys all creatures when it enters for 9 is a good card. I mean, board wiping for 5 is not the worst thing in the world either, but that's not really what you want to do. Okay, no, Exile. Are you kidding me? Primary Research completely dead in my hand. So bad. All right, well, now I'll pitch this Pursue the Past. Wow, that's just so bad. Okay, I'll go ahead and play this. I mean, I assume it's going to eat a removal spell, but I can get rid of their Pursue the Past, so that's value, right? Getting rid of their Pursue the Past plus eating a removal spell is a bunch of value. Okay. Tome Blast, and then you can't flash back Tome Blast, so another Tome Blast? Yeah, another Tome Blast, sure. All right. Okay, well, Elite Interceptor is at least a card. It's at least a card. It's a card that I can bring back with the Primary Research. Now, I don't really want to discard anything. Maybe I do just pitch a Johnny's Response here, because I have a Subterranean Tremors. Do I just pitch the Subterranean Tremors? Probably not. Probably not. It's a waste of mana that I didn't get to Pursue the Past, but it's not like they're putting a lot of pressure on me. I think having the removal spell is really good. Wow, should I not be playing Primary Research? I'm going to look at that after this game. I think everything just lined up pretty badly. They exiled my Strife Knight. Okay, here we go. Now I should get to Primary Research, and I think it's going to be good. I think it was looking bad, but it's actually good. That's what I think. Okay, so we're gonna bring back Elite Interceptor, draw a card, and then draw another card. That's pretty good, right? I think Primary Research is gonna start looking really good now. Go ahead and play this. I can almost Tremors for 8. All right. Now we're drawing a card basically every turn, hopefully. I mean, definitely. I do like how the opponent built their deck. I think Helping Hand is probably not good enough. Aziza is probably not good enough. But I've been known to play an Aziza or two here or there, so definitely cannot be certain of that. It might be better than I think. I've just had pretty negative experiences with it. It's like a Grizzly Bears that's a little bit hard to cast in my view. All right, go ahead and pitch that guy for value. Next, I'll attack with the Interceptor alone, and then I do get to draw a card at the end of turn. I do have to be a little careful about decking myself, actually, with all these Pursue the Past plus Primary Research. But that's a good problem to have, right? All right, the opponent gets to Surveil, which is pretty good in Lorehold. Pretty good virtual card advantage. All right, getting a land. So my dream scenario is that they now play 4 creatures, and then I just Tremors and board wipe. Okay, that's pretty fine as well. All right. Oh, they can get rid of my Pursue the Past or whatever. I feel like I'm just gonna Johnny's Response that guy. I don't really want to suspend aggression it. I want that thing gone. Oh, they don't want to make something leave my graveyard, but this is my end step. It would grow my Spirit Mascot, but it wouldn't give me a Primary Research trigger. No, that's clever of them. I think they played that right. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. I feel like I would rather play a Garrison Excavator and just start setting up to kill them in short order rather than activating Primary Research this turn. I don't know, maybe they have their own Subterranean Tremors, but in that case, you know, 2 can play at that game. Okay, this is kind of good, right? I can suspend aggression their token. I guess them making a 4/5 is mildly annoying. I guess I actually don't care about the token now that I think about it. It's because I'm going to go get rid of this guy. I mean, you can play it next turn, but it is what it is. Play this thing. Flash back the Tome Blast on that guy. Oh, I need to play my land first. Sorry. Trying to do illegal moves here. Trigger, trigger, trigger. In for a nice chunk of damage. Draw a card. And I have them at 3. Yeah, we got there. GG's. We won the mirror match. The Lorehold mirror match. All right, so I think 2 more... No. We need 3 more wins to make our gems back. Wow, that's punishing. All right, well, on to the next one. 3-0. All right, definitely like this hand. I actually think it's much better than my last one. So I'll be going Spirit Mascot into nothing, maybe Tome Blast into Garrison Excavator. It's just a good hand though. Okay, facing a black-green deck. Oh yeah, all right. Tome Blast has found its target and a tap land. Perfect. The triple tap land is a little bit awkward. I find I am playing a lot of tap lands. I may actually only want to play 2 of these. Oh, wow. Yeah, that would have been a good Tome Blast target, huh? Okay, so I don't want to play the Garrison Excavator here, but if they just have a removal spell, well, hopefully next turn I draw land, and Spirit Mascot will block the Shopkeeper's Bane, no problem. Lauchino. All right. See what you got. Looks like potentially removal spell. Maybe they have Wander Off here on Garrison Excavator. I love this guy's scroll. This huge fiery scroll. Super cool. Are you attacking? Okay, yeah. I'll gladly just block with Spirit Mascot. Spirit Mascot is not that important. Cards that grow super slowly over time. I'd much rather have a Garrison Excavator any day of the week. I was a doubter when I first read this card. This type of card has typically not performed great. But this is a very good version of it. Okay, well, now I definitely play the Arc of Hunger and attempt to flip a land. If I can flip a Plains, that would be unreal. Play it, make it play Elite Interceptor, another Garrison Excavator. Okay, that's not going to do it. They could have Destroy Target Artifact. I'm not too afraid of getting bonked with the Pest Brood Sloth. Definitely Wilt in the Heat is destined for the Sloth. That is going to get wilted in the heat. As much as it pains me to consider heating up a Sloth to such an uncomfortable extent, I'm afraid it is a enemy Sloth. Okay. Could play the Tome Blast. Yeah, okay. You know what? Maybe that's worth it. So make it 2/2. Maybe that's worth it. Make it 2/2. Cast Wilt in the Heat for 2, drain you for 1, kill your guy, exile your other guy, no trigger for you. And yeah, that was a little bit brutal. Arc of Hunger, pretty good card. 4-0, my friends. All right, on to the next one. Okay, what do I think of this hand? It's probably good, right? It's probably good. So basically, the way that a hand like this plays out is, okay, top lane is pretty nice. So I play 2 of the lands that can play Spirit Mascot on 2. They kill it somehow. For example, we trade it with a Stone Docent, which my opponent's probably eager to do, right? This is good in the graveyard. This is good when it's not in the graveyard. Then we have Star Removal to keep us in the game. And then turn 5, unbeknownst to my opponent, I drop a Primary Research and bring back my guy. Antiquities on the Loose is an issue. That's one of the best cards in the format for a reason. And yeah, it's going to be a hard one to beat. Are they mono white, or did they just keep a hand where they're mana screwed, but they have an Antiquities? I think let's just, like, obviously not what you want to be doing, but I think let's just start trading down some of those resources. Because, oh, rats, I was just saying it's, like, very possible that they're mana screwed, so I really want to make sure. And you have a hardened academic. Yeah, that's the thing about this game mode, and why I didn't really want to play seeded pack, is because everyone just has the best version of every deck all the time. So it's like, oh, and you have a practiced offense. What is going on here? Okay, well, if this happens to you in the actual arenadirect, my condolences. This is not really how it's supposed to be. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much toast, right? Like, they get to go flashback, practice offense, make this an 8/8 double striker or something. So I guess I'd better hold up Wilt in the Heat for whatever they decide to give double strike to. And then the turn after that, they get to flashback Antiquities on the Loose, make 2 3/3s, and buff this guy if I haven't killed it yet. So yeah, that's really bad, to say the least. And you have a Pursue the Past into a Pursue the Past. Yeah, I mean, seeded pack, what can you do? All right. At least I can still kill Hardened Academic with Tome Blast. Dig Site Inventory. All right, well, now let's go ahead and just kill that guy now that you put the counter on it. All right. Hit me for 3. Why don't you? Okay, so now we have a choice. I could Primary Research drawing a card. That seems a little bit small ball at this point. They can deal 8 to me in the air. 8, 9, sorry, 10 in the air. They flashback, practiced offense. Yeah, no, I straight up just have to kill that guy. I don't have an option. Kind of sucks. Okay, so let's actually let them do their whole thing, because I want to get value out of killing that thing, right? I want to get value out of killing that thing. So basically, they bring this back, put a counter on this, make it a 4/3. Put another counter on this, make it a... Okay, interesting. Make it a 5/4. Okay, so they're choosing not to do that. Okay, well, in that case, so they correctly read that I have something. Good for them. That's all lovely and everything. Well, in that case... Daydream on that guy, flicker it, then bring it back with a +1/+1 counter. That's fine, right? I don't care about that. You don't even get a 2/2 out of the deal? Okay, that's perfectly fine. I'm not sure I understand why that happened exactly. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and kill the Garrison Excavator right now. Then drawing a land would be nice. So I could have also activated the Great Hall, but I think let's just basically clear their board. Unfortunately, next turn they do get to Antiquities, so even clearing their board doesn't matter. Okay, I don't think you have a decision to make. Opponent has priority because they could discard a card right now to give this lifelink. So my hope at this point is just that they somehow got stuck on lands. It's not really going to happen though, because they can pursue the past. I guess I could, maybe if I find a way to exile something from the graveyard, right? If I can exile Antiquities on the Loose from the graveyard, I might have a hope here. Is the opponent going to rope out on this? I mean, they're definitely winning, so I wouldn't expect them to have just disconnected. They have 2 copies of the best common in the format and 2 of the absolute best rares. Certainly 2 of the half dozen best rares in the format. Maybe even 2 of the 3 or 4 best rares in the format. I wouldn't recommend playing Daydream. I think this card is like, I mean, if you have like a lot of really good prepared creatures, you know, you could put this in a deck where it's very well supported by like actually wanting to flicker your stuff. But I think I'm confident you have to get value out of the actual flickering of the card in order for this to be worth a card slot for you. Okay, they let it resolve. So the opponent didn't just straight up disconnect or anything. Okay, that's good. I mean, I want to keep playing Magic. All right, go ahead and Tome Blast that. Play a land, play a Garrison Excavator. I mean, I'm not completely dead. I'm feeling actually pretty good about how my deck is holding up to the curve out of turn 3 Antiquities into, what was it, turn 4 Hardened Academic, flipping a practiced offense, double Pursue the Past. Yeah, that's a pretty good curve out. I mean, I'm just playing spot removal, basically. That's all that's really happening here. So I do get to make a bunch of tokens. Like, the fact that their flyer is gone does help me. Oh, you're not flashing back Antiquities? I'm not sure what to make of that. I mean, if I were you, I would just have flashed back the Antiquities, right? I'm pretty sure that's the play. Okay, so I'll go ahead and play this, get a 2-2, make a 2-2, and I think I do just attack, right? Because I can always chump. Yep, I'm pretty sure I just attack. Have to start getting a damage sometime, right? Tome Blast, actually, I don't know how good that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can attack next turn and then Molten Note. Okay, even in Johnny's response. Why are they not flashing back Antiquities on loose? It's almost scaring me, actually. You cannot pursue the past. Well, you can, but you wouldn't get to draw. I guess they're going to Daydream, but then they actually don't get a counter. I mean, they only get 1 counter on their Spirit Mascot. Yeah. So I can Tome Blast, flashback Tome Blast. I wish I had the Garrison Excavator. Elite Interceptor. So let's see. So I can flashback the Tome Blast and cast Tome Blast. Is that worth it? Probably. I think I really want to shut down their counterplay. I mean, it's not even counterplay, it's just play. I also really want to draw a card off of primary research. And getting a Tome Blast in the bin is really useful to me. All right, in for 5. Draw a card. And charging Strife Knight, you know, getting all these creatures could be a lot worse. Okay, now you've got to flashback the Antiquities, right? Practiced offense is going to make them both 4/4s. Yeah. Maybe they really wanted value for flashing that back, and that's what this was about. Okay, so I think let's play an Elite Interceptor. Actually, I mean, do I just pursue pitching the Elite Interceptor, actually? It's kind of a good chump blocker. The Strife Knight's not going to be great. No, I think I want to play Elite Interceptor. Let's do a Rejoinder, just to draw a card. Yes, get a land. Pursue the past, right? Pitch my land. I mean, I won't draw a card off of primary research this way. Oh, Subterranean Tremors. That's my game plan now. That's my game plan. I want them to go all out. I'm just going to chump everything. There's no way that they just one-shot kill me, right? And then I Subterranean Tremors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need 1 more land to do that. Do I actually just Strife Knight to give myself another chance to draw a land? Basically cycling the Strife Knight? No, because I can't even pilfer. So let's attack with Spirit Mascot. I'm chumping both of their creatures next turn. I mean, actually, so this, okay, is it worth playing the Strife Knight here? This definitely gives up a card. If I draw a non-land though, yeah, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. This just gives me 2 chances to draw a land to be able to Tremors next turn. If I can possibly Tremors next turn, I really, really want to. Even if it kills the Strife Knight. Okay, Relic Sloth. Interesting. Well, then I'm just going to double block. Unless you flashback practice offense now, then I'm chumping everything. Spirit Mascot. Okay, that's fine. Well, now I'm going to double block a 3/3. I actually think they're not going to... Ugh, you get to destroy my stuff with Relic Sloth. That's pretty annoying. Okay, I think I'm going to Tremors next turn no matter what, actually. Even if I don't get a land. But let's just hope I get a land. This is where the tap lands really hurt me. Although I will say... Oh yeah, they're giving me extra counters. That's cool. I will say, I have 2 of my tap lands already. So, come on, land. My turn. Land. Yeah, let's go. I could go in with the team, but I don't think I do. Because that lets them gain some life. So yeah, let's go 5, 6, 7, 8. If X is 8 or more, make a lizard. Destroy all artifacts. That's not relevant here. Okay, all right. Zap. Goodbye, everybody. Whoa, I've never seen the art on this lizard. Oh, wow, that's awesome. That's super cool. I like the lizard. Okay, all right. So practice offense is looking a little weaker now. They'll pitch their tap lane to pursue. I hope they don't get a Johnny's response. That's like the main thing I'm concerned about. Oh, nice. I like having a pursue the pass. That's just a lot of value. That's a lot of value. Draw 2. Oh, yeah. Arc of Hunger. Let's go. Okay, I'm glad I got that after I played Destroy All Artifacts. Go ahead and play a land. Drain you for 1. I'm going to get to draw a card. In for 8. I have you on a 2-turn clock. They did find a Johnny's response. Are you kidding me? Okay. This is just a game that never ends. Well, you know what? I have a card draw engine online, and I have a Molten Note here. Tablet of Discovery is a good one for you. Yeah, that's card advantage, right? I guess. It actually doesn't really matter. Rebel Rouser. Okay. Yeah, that's a card. Okay, so I can Johnny's response that guy if I need to. I like that. Oh yeah, I'll play a Pursue the Past from my graveyard. Okay, I do need to be a little careful about decking out now. Pitch this. Draw 2. Okay, nice. Spirit Mascot. Now, am I actually in danger of decking out if I, like, flashback Pursue, for example? I don't think I'm going to deck out. Let's not risk it. Let's just play Rebel Rouser. I think I will pitch the mountain. I think that's worth doing. Draw a card. Sure, I'll play the land. Move to my end step, draw a card. Ascendant Dustspeaker is kind of nice. I could actually remove their practiced offense if they don't play it this turn. You can't make anything leave. Oh, you can make something leave your graveyard. Okay, this is the turn for practiced offense then. Too bad. Too bad. Well, at least they don't get an advantage. Maybe that's why they haven't been playing it. They wanted to get an advantage out of the whole like double strike lifelink thing. Okay, so I'll put a counter on this guy out of the whole like actually doing something this turn with it. Let's move to combat. I mean, I could mill. I actually don't even know that I want to. Yeah, actually, let's mill. Let's mill. Let's mill. I like that idea. See what we get. Okay, suspend aggression. So I can suspend aggression on the Garrison Excavator. I do lose a card off the top of my library, but I think we're moving quickly enough now that this is okay. I basically have like 2 turns to kill them. All right. They do get to make a 2/2. Yep. Resolve. So that guy goes away. Resolve. Surveil. Okay, that's smart. Yeah, I'm like kind of close to decking. I think I can never again activate Arc of Hunger. All right. So drain you for 1. This guy gets exiled. Rip a card off the top. Oh, that's a cool one actually. I can play that until end of turn. So let's go. Next, I'm going to remove your practice offense from your graveyard, please. Thank you. Attack with this guy for 4. I don't know if they block. Maybe, actually. Yeah, that makes sense to me. They block. I'll play the Molten dude. Molten Core Maestro. I don't know if it's a dude, but... Then I'm going to shoot your Rebel Rouser. Get a counter. Yeah, draw a card. Pretty close to decking out. This is a little scary. A little scary. You play your Garrison Excavator. My plan for that guy is to just Molten Note it. For sure. I wonder what their last card is. Go to my turn. All right, so I will Molten Note that thing right here, right now. Oh, I forgot to activate Rubble Rouser. That was a bad mistake, right? But I'm going to go 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I think I have lethal anyways. I think my Imprecision ends up being okay. Shoot you, also drain you with Arc of Hunger. Get another counter on the Maestro. Zap. Shoot you. Another drain, another counter, another counter. Wow, I can't believe that we beat turn 3 Antiquities on the loose. I mean, we'll see. Maybe they have a removal spell. That would be something else. I think I do this because it's worth the damage. Discard a card. I'll just choose not to, just to give myself a little bit of extra time. So counter, 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 drain. Or counter, counter, drain, really. I decline, just gain 2. Then we can go to combat. Even a Johnny's Response doesn't do it here. So, all right. Wow, we beat Antiquities on the loose, practiced offense into Hardened Academic. I think maybe they were a bit too cautious about using the Antiquities on the loose, like flashing it back. I think there were a few turns when they maybe did lower impact stuff. When if I were in their shoes, I would have flashed back the Antiquities on the loose, but hard to say. I don't know. Maybe they had a good reason that I didn't see. All right, 5-0, on to the next one. Oh yeah, Subterranean Tremors did so much good work that game. I need to shout that out. Okay, Pursue the Past into Arc of Hunger. Yes, please. Subterranean Tremors for 0? I don't think so. Well, now my opponent's going to think that I have Burst Lightning because it just hung on me having only 1 red mana. Okay, I'm going to pitch the Tome Blast here. Just for value. Pure value, right? Dang, that Lorehold charm that person played to kill my Arc of Hunger, that was like so brutal. No, my Tome Blast. I want it back. I want it back now. I don't know. Maybe Tome Blast, maybe pitching Tome Blast was wrong. I don't know. Leech Collector is not so scary that I like hugely regret that. Biomancer. Okay. All right. I mean, I'm going to play out Arc of Hunger. Ouch. At least Pursue the Past, you know, got me the life. So I think I do just play out the Arc of Hunger. Like, even if they have a way of dealing with it, I'm going to want to have played it out. So I hope that they're not main decking artifact removal that they also happen to have drawn. That would be unfortunate, but it's happened to us before, you know? It's happened to us before. All right, in for 4. Yep, I take it. Hopefully Arc of Hunger is going to replace some of that life. I do mill this because I have lots of flashback cards. All right, mill again. Garrison Excavator, you say? Yeah, probably just want to play that guy, right? Play out the Garrison Excavator. Drain you for 1. Play a land, play an Elite Interceptor, something like that. I mean, they could have like some bonkers stuff here that makes me really regret all of this. Honestly, Elite Interceptor is probably happy to just chump, but I might just block everything, and then I'm going Subterranean Tremors for 4 next turn. No, because destroy all artifacts. I could Subterranean Tremors for 3. Yeah, let's double block this guy and then Subterranean Tremors for 3 so that I don't destroy my own artifact. How about that? Really don't want to destroy all artifacts, if I'm being honest with you. Okay, so I could go Rejoinder and then Subterranean Tremors for 3. That sounds good. So actually, should have Arc of Hungered first. My bad. Maybe I don't even Arc of Hunger this turn, to be quite honest with you. So I'm just going to tap this guy, draw a card, and then Subterranean Tremors for 3. Sounds good. I'll take that action. Sorry, Elite Interceptor. You're a little bit of a sacrificial Elite Interceptor here. So yeah, I don't want to destroy all artifacts. Just gonna board wipe. Do it. It's like a 3-for-1 kind of, because my guy replaced itself. My lady replaced herself. Okay. Grave Researcher. Yeah, I have a Wilt in the Heat for that, so no big deal. Return a creature from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. So they're gonna pay for not having done this, right? The beginning of your upkeep. No, it isn't prepared yet. Got it. Right. I always have to read that card like 3 times. Okay, let's see if we can get something with flashback in the bin. And Johnny's Response, a little awkward. Okay. Do it again. Get a land. Very nice. Play it. Now Wilt in the Heat only costs 2. Perhaps I actually Pursue the Past first, just in case I have something else I'd rather do, but probably I don't. 1, 2. Oh, interesting. Yeah, too bad. So I'm just gonna shoot the Grave Researcher. That seems like a good card. And then my man is really awkward after that. I don't know, maybe I was supposed to, I don't know. Feels like Tome Blast would have been nice, flashing back Tome Blast instead of whatever else I spent mana on, Pursue the Past. So that might have been a mistake. Okay, Arc of Hunger. Yeah, I love Arc of Hunger. Nice, Wilt in the Heat. Okay, so actually, I'm not sure that that's gonna work. So what I maybe want to do is like, this is kind of confusing. Like, I can't really Tome Blast them to get something out of the bin, so maybe I could go like land, Spirit Mascot, Pursue the Past, Wilt in the Heat. That sounds like a good turn. Let's just make sure that works. So land, Spirit Mascot, Pursue the Past, and then play the Wilt in the Heat. Yep, that works. Okay, so play a land, play Spirit Mascot, Pursue the Past. This is just like maximum value, I think. I really want to kill their Bogwater Lumarat because I don't really want them to get Cauldron of Essence online, although I will say nothing in their graveyard is that impressive, actually. Grave Researcher is gone forever. All the other cards are just generic Witherbloom stuff. Still not getting Garrison Excavator out. That's like that's the negative of this line. Oh, Ascendant Dustspeaker is going to be really nice too for getting anything they want to reanimate out of their graveyard. I do love Cauldron of Essence. Yeah. Okay, that guy comes back. You get to target it if you want to. They did not target it. That's got to tell me something, right? Okay, so let's go. First, let's activate Arc of Hunger. I always need to remember to do that first. Okay, it's kind of cool. So play the Garrison Excavator. Suspend Aggression, that thing. Sounds about right. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Arc of Hunger is so messed up. It's ridiculous. Charging Strife Knight, I can play until the end of the next turn, in for 5 damage. Suddenly, the Spirit Mascot is nothing to sneeze at, right? All right, Adventurous Eater, you can have a bite on that guy, and then you can bring something back if you want to. You can't do it in the other order, though. Oh, Poisoner's Apprentice. Poisoner's Apprentice. Okay, draw planes. Okay, go ahead and, yeah, 10 cards left. I can still activate the Arc, so activate Arc. Go ahead and play that. I don't think I need every single land. Drain you for 1. Let's play this guy because I can. Let's play a Tome Blast, probably. Shoot that thing. Counter, counter, or counter drain, I mean. In for... Oh, you drain me for 1. Now we're just draining each other. In for everything. You can block my 2/2 if you want to. Go to 4. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Put you to 5. All right. Okay. See what you got off the top. I'm at 20. That's pretty good. The opponent has 24 cards left. I have 9. Ooh, that was a nice rip off the top, wasn't it? How many cards do I have left? Okay, 8. I really don't want to deck out here. I'll be honest with you. All right, go ahead and play this. Then let's play a Primary Research. I don't know what I'm bringing back. Something. Yeah, maybe Charging Strife Knight. That's probably going to win me the game this turn, I think. I can Pursue the Past, or maybe I actually Ascendant Dustspeaker, and that's where... Yeah, okay, I can actually just attack because they got drained down to... Yeah, we have lethal on the board. Is that a trophy, or I have to play one more? I actually can't even remember. I need to get better at tracking that. Either that was the trophy, or I have to play one more. No, 6 wins. Okay, well, we got our gems back, so that's the one that matters. But we have 6 wins, 0 losses. Can we go a clean 7-0 in auspicious event 2 days before the Arenadirect and the qualifier play-in for the Arena Championship Tournament? All right, what are we looking at here? Pretty sick hand, I would say. Yep, happy to keep this one. Happy to keep this one. Come on, Owl, let's go. All right. I'm loving the Owl pet. I do miss my dog a little bit, but it had a strange sniffing disorder where it just could not stop sniffing a lot of the time, and it got distracting. The Owl is much more well-behaved auditorily. Is the opponent just completely stuck on 2 blue? That's a shame. Definitely, I'm rooting for good magic here. The best thing... Oh, no, I'm sorry. I thought we went to their turn. I just wasn't paying attention. Okay, but they are stuck on 3 blue. Definitely here. I mean, the best thing that could happen for, like, my sum total life enjoyment is for me to lose this game, lose the next game, and then win the one after that. Because then I still get to trophy, but I get to play the absolute maximum of Magic. I was kind of hoping for something that I could hit with Tome Blast here so that I could go Spirit Mascot into Tome Blast. I think let's just get rid of this guy for now because it's worth doing at instant speed. Okay, this actually lets me double Tome Blast Emil if they recast it. That's pretty awesome. It just speed bumps them. It says that they kind of have to spend their next turn doing that or they just completely lose it. Oh, I see. They're like a many color deck. Okay. All right. Well, now they're on a lot of lands. So let's go Arc of Hunger. Okay, so I can cast the Tome Blast. Otherwise, what happens? It stays exiled. So I actually want to cast the Tome Blast, right? That's worth doing now rather than just having one more turn with Arc of Hunger. Having the Tome Blast in my bin is worth 2 HP against them, and then also the option of casting it again in the future. Because otherwise, I believe it would just stay exiled. Exile that card, yeah. So getting the Tome Blast into my graveyard is absolutely worth something here. I think it's worth more than the one turn with Arc of Hunger that I would have gotten. Now, hopefully they're not main decking Pick Your Poison like the other person was. Very smartly, by the way. So they could have Disdainful Stroke here, countering Arc of Hunger. I think I'll chance it. I mean, just landing Arc of Hunger is so good with my double Spirit Mascot team. That's a little annoying. Kind of wish I'd gotten to remove something from my graveyard, but okay. Actually, do I just shoot them? Kind of feel like I'm just going to shoot you with a Tome Blast. We're so close to lethal here. I think it's time to just go for the opponent's face with every resource I've got. I'm definitely playing the aggro line here. Like, the opponent is planar engineering into embracing the paradox. I think I'm clearly just the beatdown. Emeritus of Abundance, but you don't get to regrowth. Don't hate that at all. So activate this, play the land, very nice, all right. Counter, counter, drain. Do I play Startled Relic Sloth here? I could also shoot the Emeritus, attack with both creatures. I could Tome Blast. What if I just Tome Blast the opponent's face? Is that the best line? Tome Blast the opponent's face. Okay, I'm gonna reason this out right now. If you get bored by long chains of reasoning, go ahead and skip. But the thing is, we're practicing for tournaments, so let's just do the full reasoning. Okay, so I can Tome Blast the opponent's face, putting them to 5. This is the stuff I usually cut out to some extent. Tell me if you want me to keep all this long chain of reasoning in here. Okay, you know, more often. So I can Tome Blast the opponent's face, putting them to 5. Then attack with both Spirit Mascots. I actually put them to 4 because of the drain. That means I have to block both Spirit Mascots, turning both Spirit Mascots into lethal attackers, right? The other option is play Startled Relic Sloth, drain them for 1, but I don't get the 2 damage on them, so this gives them the option of double blocking a Spirit Mascot. It's clearly just a Tome Blast, right? When you really break it down and think about it. Tome Blast them, 2 counters, drain, putting them to 4. In with both. These are both lethal attackers, so now you have to chump both of them. Yep. No, that was clearly the right play, I think. I guess, wait, hold on. Would Ascendant Dust Speaker? No, because it would have made the mascots, one of the mascots a 5/5 and the other one a 4/4, but the opponent would be at 6 right now. Okay. They get to bounce a mascot. A little speed bumping for me, but not super threatening to my game plan exactly. Maybe they play a Slumbering Trudge or something. That would be cool for me to have in a Johnny's response target. They didn't cooperate. Okay, so I'm gonna drain. Do I have a forced lethal line here? Yeah, it looks like it. So play this. I mean, they might have, I don't know what, Disdainful Stroke. They didn't have it before. And then we just go Tome Blast to the face. Glad I played that Tome Blast earlier, right? All right. Well, threatening lethal right now. I mean, we have lethal on the stack, so. Their deck looks fun. All right, perfect 7-0. Clean sweep, and we came in just under an hour. All right, so what did we learn in our 7-0 run? What did we learn? I don't even know that I have learnings. This was just the absolute dream. This was just the absolute dream Lorehold deck. Basically, I guess what I learned is 3 tap lands is okay. Felt like maybe a little much. Maybe I should have gone like more like this with a deck that really wanted to be doing a bunch of stuff on turn 2 and did not have very strict mana requirements. And the low creature count was okay. Weak cards like Strife Knight, Dust Speaker, Primary Research was very awkward with so few permanents. It actually almost decked me. I think if I could have cut these 3 cards, maybe I should have played like Tablet, Micah, and something else. Actually, Owlin Historian maybe, or the Rehearsed Debaters. I didn't even think about... I mean, I was leaving an Inkshape Demonstrator on the sidelines as well. Leaving a Wilt in the Heat on the sidelines? Yeah, okay. I probably didn't build quite right. I probably should have cut, and played like... Yeah, I don't know, maybe an Eager Glyph Mage or Owlin Historian could have been good. And then Wilt in the Heat was a little awkward at times. So maybe Micah and Tablet. I don't know, Micah is probably not that good either. There was something in that neighborhood. But okay, all right, super sweet. I can't save an invalid deck. Okay, super sweet run, claiming our gems. Made a nice profit, and I think we're very set up for getting some boosters and maybe even qualifying for the play-in on the weekend. Until tomorrow, have tons of fun playing Magic, everyone, and don't be afraid to splash.